after it begins as well. You can *6 to mute or use your own mute button.
Good afternoon. This is Don in Fortuna. Who do we have on the call so far?
Hey, Don. Welcome. A few of us. This is Katie Fichet.
Hi, KD. Thanks for holding down the fort there.
Problem. I arrived first this time.
Yeah, got the best seat in the house.
I'll mute out. That's right.
Thanks, KD. Appreciate it greatly. Anybody else on the call that'd like to introduce yourself and where you're calling from?
How are you, Don? This is Tim from Georgia, of course.
Hey, Tim. Good to hear you.
You too.
I was about to say good to see you, but, well, that's coming soon. And in keeping with the fine tradition established by Janine, I'll give you a little weather forecast for the north coast of California, where it's nice and sunny, low 70s outside, light breeze blowing in off the Pacific Ocean with the omnipresent fog bank that's waiting to swallow us up tonight, as always. Hope things are nice and cozy with the first official day of fall upon us. The time has never been better to grow a business because now that the distractions of summer are over with, we've got that long nosedive into the dark days of winter to motivate us to get busy and develop some income so that the year 2013 will be a fantastic year for everybody. Good afternoon and welcome to the call. Could you please introduce yourself and where you're calling from?
Bob Judd, Nebraska.
Hey, Bob. Good to hear you. Got your messages there. So we're good to go today. Assuming, well, I'm sure I probably know the rest of what's needed to be taken care of. So we'll just proceed onward and take things from there.
Sounds good.
How are the climatic conditions where you are today, Bob?
Well, it's roughly about 76 to 80, so not too bad. A little bit of a breeze.
A little, kind of a balmy Midwestern day. Just like I was telling everybody else, we're easing down into the dark days of winter. Never a better time to start building a business with all the distractions of summer behind us. Now we can narrow our focus and get to work.
And I'm watching the football game at the same time. My home state's winning right now, so that's just even better. Makes a great weekend.
Outstanding. Multitasking.
Exactly.
Yep, that's one thing you learn to do in this industry if you're in it any length of time, because there's just so much going on most of the time that if you're not able to keep those plates spinning, some of them will start wobbling and falling over. That's why I always recommend to never bite off more than you can chew, or otherwise it dribbles down your chin and you look foolish in public.
And sometimes it doesn't turn out to be very pretty.
And not terribly tasty either. Okay, we've got a couple more minutes before the start of the call. If there's anybody else that's come online that we've missed and you'd like to introduce yourself, please feel free to do so at this time. Don't be shy. We don't bite very hard. Okay, I think just for giggles, I might even try to get the call started right on time today. It is the top of the hour, 4 p.m. Eastern Time. Today is September 22nd, 2012, and this is the My Networking Pro Business Training Call. And I'd like to welcome everybody to the call and introduce myself. My name is Don Hill. I live in Fortuna, California with my wife of 38 years now, Debbie, and we have 6 grandchildren. I still have to update my profile because it's very confusing as how I describe my grandchildren there. But the main thing is I've been with My Networking Pro since 2005, And I've seen just incredible growth in the site here in recent times, and that's because of a large extent all the people that are on this call and people that are out there meeting people and introducing themselves to our wonderful community, which I recognize as being one of the most valuable business assets I've come across in my many years of being online in a business capacity. And I've been introduced to an incredible number of wonderful people, one of which you're about to hear from now, and that's a good friend that I just met recently, but feel like I've known all my life. And he hails from Kearney, Nebraska. If you arrived early on the call, then you heard him introduce himself. But now I'd like to turn the call over to my good friend Bob Judd.
Thanks a lot, Don. Before I let you guys know who's calling, I just definitely want to let you know, I'm always here to help you guys, and I enjoy working with people. I love reaching out, to help anybody I can, whether you're in my downline or not, because that's what I do. And, hopefully some of you others do pick that up as well, that we do not just have to stick within our downlines when we reach out to people, because this business is about people, helping out people, regardless of what business they're in or just where they're at in life, just connecting with them, making friends, and, just seeing what their needs are, as a business person. With that being said, I'd like to introduce a gentleman. He is a retired U.S. naval officer. He loves to connect with people as well, and, what he loves to do is let people know that, it is about people. It's about connecting with people in their businesses, and, people are first. And with that being said, I'd like to introduce Demetrice. Are you on the line, Demetrice?
Yes, I'm on the line now, Bob.
Okay. Go ahead.
Okay, well, first of all, I just want to thank Bob for giving me the opportunity to speak. And everyone, welcome. This is just a great day. As Don was saying earlier, we could be anywhere right now. Some people are focused on football. Some people are at Little League. I mean, we're all over the country doing different things. But if you're on this call today, it's because you have a desire, a dream, and you've committed to yourself to making sure that comes forth. And I love communicating with people. And as Bob said, I'm a retired U.S. Naval veteran. I did 24 years in the U.S. Navy. I'm originally from Decatur, Georgia. Now I've retired, and I live in San Antonio, Texas. My wife also retired from the military after 21 years, and we worked in the field of communication our entire time. I did 14 years as an enlisted sailor, and I was blessed to obtain a commission, and that's when my life really started to change because I was given so much authority and responsibility to help people grow. And I started reading a lot at that time of my life because reading was the key to increasing my knowledge and my understanding. But it also allowed me to communicate with people. And, in the military, we communicated. That's all we did, communicate. We gave orders. That was our form of communication. It was no talking back. Most of the time, it was one-way communications when it came down to it, and we got the job done. But you know what? In this industry that we're in, network marketing, direct sales, affiliate marketing, whatever way you're generating income, you communicate with people all day long. But your success is when you connect with them. Say that again. We communicate with people all day long via the various means that are out there, social media, whether you're doing an offline presentation or online presentation, webinars, conference calls, just like this. We communicate all day long, and you want to communicate with as many people as possible. You want to communicate. Everywhere you go, you want to communicate with them. But, ladies and gentlemen, one thing about it, you don't have to connect with everybody. You want to connect with the right people because when the right people connect, great things happen. When the right people come together and connect for the common cause or the common good of where they're trying to go, great things happen. That's the power of connecting. I'm going to say that again. That's the power of connecting. Most of the time, if you look at the news feed, people are communicating with each other. They're just throwing information out there about their business, about what they want. They're communicating, you're communicating. Well, oftentimes there's no connection because when you connect, you have to go to a total different step. You have to pick up that phone line, and you have to call them, and you have to learn something about people. And that's the part a lot of people don't want to do. You have to sit down, and when you connect, you want to learn what is it about this person that I want to connect with. You have to ask questions. You know, I call them thought-provoking questions. And the simple ones, how are you today? How is your business doing? You know, what are you passionate about? What are your desires? That's when we start connecting, when you start knowing that Bob Judd is from Nebraska. You start knowing, you read their profile and learn more about them. That's the connection part that a lot of people avoid. But in network marketing, in direct sales, you must remember that when you connect with people, people will lead you to more people. They always have and always will. People will always lead you to more people. So I want to share this principle. They call it the popcorn principle. But I want in your industry, whatever it is you're doing, I want you to think about this. If only you were making the right choices, doing those simple little disciplines that would change your life forever for the better, where would you be 5 years from today? And Jeffrey Olsen made that quote. Where would you be 5 years from today? And the reason I say that, because 5 years ago, I joined mynetworking Pro when it was direct matches. I remember talking to Bill, him telling me, if you follow these principles that I'm going to lay before you, your income will not be a problem 5 years from now. He told me that verbatim on the phone. Do you know I did not follow those principles? I disestablished myself from direct matches, went away, went and did my own thing because I was conditioned in my mind to do certain things because I had been a part of other programs. And what Bill was saying to me, even though it was true, it didn't connect with me. It wasn't because he wasn't communicating properly. He communicated. He tried to connect, but my end was down. But let me share this with you, ladies. 2.5 months ago, I was sitting on my computer, and I got a network marketing match in my email. And I went back, and I reestablished my Networking Pro account. And from that point, when I reestablished and I looked at and saw what was going on, I saw the live news feed. I saw all the different entities that had grown within the system, and I went in the back and I started reading. Remember, I told you I love to read. But I started reading and seeing all the different things, all the material, all the documentation that was back there on how to properly build a relationship with people. Visions, manifestations, revelations, everything started opening up. And from that point on, the last 2 months, my business has grown because of the things that I put forth. Remember those little principles that I'm doing every day now. The live news feed, I go on and I read what people say. I'm able to glean things from them and get a better understanding of how to grow myself first as a person. But because before I can grow as a person, that allows me to communicate with people. But before I can grow, I have to get knowledge. I have to absorb what's out there. That allows me to connect. That allows me to communicate and connect with people like never before. I'm telling you, if you're on this call, you're not utilizing the live news feed to grow as an individual, you're making a huge mistake. Don't just get on there and hit thumbs up. Don't just get on there and make a comment. Read some of the postings that people are putting out there. They are so powerful. You see a lot of people re-tag posts and they put them back out there. They are so powerful. I looked and I said, man, this was done in January. I go back and I read those things. It is some powerful people in my Networking Pro community that loves helping people. As Bob said, it doesn't matter if you're cross-line, up-line, side-line, down-line in another company. When you make these connections, they last for a lifetime. They will last for a lifetime because we are real people, and you want to connect with people that are genuine. There's so many so-called experts and gurus out here. They have all these great systems, all these great lead capture systems, all this, but they're not genuine. They're genuine because they want your income. They want your money for you to get their system. But guess what? My Networking Pro is so powerful, but it's so simple, and I think the simplicity of it allows people to miss what we have at our fingertips. Sometimes the simplicity is just a couple steps in inviting people. That's the number one thing you should be doing with My Networking Pro. Become a professional inviter, allowing people to see what it is you have to offer them. That's what you want them to do. You're not selling them anything. I want to show you how I can help you grow your business or start generating income. You have to become a professional inviter and make sure that the person understands that we're here to help them. We're in a group. We're a community of like-minded, like-spirited people globally that are all there for the same reason. Sometimes it takes us longer. For myself, it took me 5 years to figure out what My Networking Pro was all about, because I had been conditioned in my mind from previous ventures on how I should attract people, how I should market to people, how I should advertise to people, how I should communicate with people about growing a business. See, I was trying to take them from what it is they're doing and really get them to do what I was doing. But with My Networking Pro, it's about building that relationship to show them how to grow their current income or generate income. And if so happens, in building that relationship, they decide that they want to get involved with what you're doing, amen. See, that's the point. Help people grow what they're passionate about and what they believe in. I guarantee you that relationship will cultivate. They will even refer people to you because they believe and they understand and know that you are a genuine person and you have their best interests at heart, and you will have their friends' best interests at heart, because now they can refer them to you. They might not even be in your company, in your organization, or what it is you're doing, but because you have established a relationship with them, they will refer people to you because they know that you're going to take care of their number one interest. And remember this, guys, our integrity is so valuable when we communicate with people. Our integrity is so valuable when you communicate with people, meaning you can't be misleading, you can't be cunning, conniving, trying to manipulate people to get around so they can just come and do what you're doing. No, you have to be straight honest with people and sharing with them. See, too many people come into the network marketing industry thinking it's going to be easy, thinking, oh, you're going to come in and you're going to start getting paid all this amount of money overnight. Can it happen? Yes. But in reality, no. If you go look at a lot of the systems that are out there, everyone says 2 to 5 years. 2 to 5 years. And when you're communicating what it is you're doing, be honest with people. Tell them the truth. This is not easy. That's why everybody's not doing. Everybody try it, but everybody doesn't succeed and keep doing it. If you take a snapshot of where you at right now and people that you know that are in this industry, I want you to look at from this date, 22nd of September. I want you to write down some names of some people that you're with. 6 months out, I want you to see if they're with the same company or they're doing the same thing. I guarantee you within a year, the average person shifts into 5 different network marketing companies. They will not put their seed in the ground and let it root, because we have that microwave mentality where we want everything to grow fast. We want everything done real fast. So now it has transitioned over into everything we do. We have no patience. We don't want to learn. Think about it. We go to school for 18 years before we can get out of high school, before you can earn a diploma. Then you go another 4 years for college, and depending on the degree you're getting. We're always in the education and studying mode, but when we come into this industry, we want it overnight. When everything we've been done has been taught in a structured in a structured environment, and it's going to take this amount of time to get your diploma. Well, in network marketing, it's the same way. It's going to take you a certain amount of time to get to the income that you want that could change your life. And I share that because I talk and see and hear so many people saying they need to make this amount of money. And when I do the interview, and I do interview people, when you're dealing with them, when I start to communicate with them, and before I connect with them, I find out that this person is really not going to be good for what I'm doing, because you have to be able to connect with them and show them that this is real. It's going to take time. You got to be able to learn, because some people are not coachable. They're not willing to be mentored, and it takes time to grow. You cannot put a seed in the ground and come back next week and you have the fruit of that seed. You know, it takes time for that seed to germinate, so the roots come out in the stick, and then once it gets up outside, once it breaks ground, it explodes, because all the work is done below the ground. And see, in network marketing, all the work is done behind the scenes. A lot of people think the work is done when you had a presentation or you had a big company event, but all the work is done behind the scenes in your training, when you're connecting and you're communicating with each other. That's where all the work is done. You're laying the foundation to help your team members. See, all the work in My Networking Pro is done in the back office. Go back there and look. It's already been done for you. All we have to do is go now and master the steps that's back there. Some people can master them a lot faster than others. But everything you need to master My Networking Pro has been laid for you in that back office. Learn one step at a time. One step at a time, and keep going. Because believe me, if you take your time and you do your due diligence to go back there and read everything that's back there over time, and then come back and keep reading it, your success is guaranteed. Because you're going to learn how to communicate with people, and then learn how to connect with the right people. That's the key to this industry. You must communicate, connect, and duplicate it. Communicate, connect, and duplicate it. And the duplication part is where people have problems, because I can duplicate certain things other people can't. But when this comes to duplication, it's not what works for you as an individual. It's what works for everyone that gets involved. See, everyone can invite someone to take a look at something. Everyone can invite someone to come take a look at My Networking Pro. Everyone. Everyone, once they connect into the system, they can start inviting people. Everyone can go in that back office and start learning the stuff that's back there already. But will they? They have to take their time and learn. Then they duplicate it over again. They teach the next person to invite. They start learning. With the training we got back there, then we duplicate it. And we keep doing that over and over and over. Over and over and over. Remember, it doesn't matter what duplicates for you, but can it duplicate for everyone that's involved? That is the key to communicating, connecting, and then duplication. I mean, it's so powerful when people are able to see the results of their labor. Think about a farmer. When he goes out and he plants a field of crops, they go work it, they keep working it, they water it, they work it, they seed it. Then all of a sudden the crops break the ground. Now they start to grow. The farmer's getting excited because he see his work, he see the things that are happening. Then once it gets to the time to harvest, he's excited to harvest because he knows his hard work, his labor is not in vain. But you know what he's more excited about? It's about the duplication process, to start it all over again, because he knows his work, his hard labor is not in vain. He's going to get a better crop next time because he's learned some things during that season. So we're all in different seasons in our lives, ladies and gentlemen. Some of us have had highs, lows. Some of them are rocky. Some of us have quit, came back. Some of us just quit and never, and some people have quit and never decided to come back. But guess what? If you're here today, I'm gonna say this again. If you're on this call today, you're in the right place at the right time with the right people. I want you to get your power team on My Networking Pro and work and learn from them. Learn from these individuals. This is our power team right here, every Saturday and every Wednesday. But now there are some people that you need to connect to. They might not be in the same company you're in or whatever, but you need to connect with them. Get a power team. So if you have somebody that's selling health and wellness products, connect with them. You might be selling something else. Connect with different individuals, and that's our power team. So when you're out and about talking to people, guess what? And somebody say their health is not well. You say, well, I know someone I need you to talk to. Let me have them call you. And now you can refer that person. That's part of your power team. So now you get your 2 to 3 people, and y'all work together and becoming better, because I guarantee you they know some things that you don't know, and they are connected to some people that you're not connected to that could probably help you grow your business. But you cannot do that unless you have communicated with them, connected with them, and now you guys will start duplicating y'all efforts together. I mean, I'm so excited because every day is a new day. Every day we have the opportunity to get better than we did the day before. So it's all about the choices we make. So this day, are you choosing to get better? And I truly believe that we are. That's why you're on this call. As I said in the beginning, you could have been doing anything, but you choose to take this time out of your day to get on this call and listen to someone you don't even know. You might have not even met me on the call. You might have even never seen one of my news feeds. But because today we communicated, we're going to connect in some way to help each other. I look forward to being able to share as often as Bud and them call me, because I just love this community. I love people, and most importantly, I have a heart and the desire to see people excel in whatever it is they're doing. Bob, I mean, it's amazing, and that's really what I want to share today, and I hope it was able to bless someone today.
Thanks a lot, Demetrice. I definitely appreciate that. And like Demetrice said, guys, you can connect with many, many people regardless of what business they're in. As long as you reach out to help them, pick up the phone, call them, ask them how they're doing. It doesn't matter what business they're in. Just ask them how successful they're being, if they need any help with anything. Be there as a friend, a mentor. It doesn't matter, guys. And one thing I want to point out is regardless of what business you're into, I actually met up with a few people on My Networking Pro, called them up. They've been in My Networking Pro for a month. Their sponsor did not call. So, guys, it's very important. When you're building this, connect with your team. Check in the back office to find out who's in your team. If the sponsor don't connect, somebody else, pick up the phone, chat with them. That's what I do. I pick up, I ask them how they're doing. If they need help with anything, they're not in my downline. That doesn't matter. But it's how you reach out and ask them questions that is important. And they will remember that 5, 10, 15 years down the road. They may not connect with you immediately, but sooner or later, somewhere, they're going to see you. They're going to be like, yeah, I remember that guy, or I remember that woman. They helped me out 10 years ago. And with that, they're going to remember what you've done for them, and they will sit there, like Demetrice said, and they'll say, you know what, that guy's good. Go ask him for help. But when you're not reaching out, guys, people start looking at that as, okay, well, what kind of person is this, or what kind of business is this? It's important to connect with anybody and everybody, no matter what business they're in, and help them out, because that's going to be the most important thing in your business career, is connecting with people. And so, Demetrice, I am very happy that I had you on the call. I thank you for sharing all those things that you did, and I hope to keep connecting with you in the future as well, as many of the rest of you I would like to connect with in the future as well, too. And I hope we can all work together as a team, and that's what it's about, guys. It's about a team no matter what downline we're in or where we're at. It's all about teamwork together. So with that being said, Don?
Well, thanks, Bob, and thank you, Demetrice. I was taking some excellent notes, too. You certainly put out some fantastic information that I hope everybody listening takes to heart, because you really touched on the matter that makes My Networking Pro so special, and that's the ability to connect with people. That's something that I discovered long ago, and obviously you have, too. And, I see you skyrocketing to great success because of the fact that you're connecting with people just as Bob and Terry and all of the leaders here, KD, Fouché, I could go down the list, and the people that are being successful at this business, you can see them on the news feed, and you can recognize them just by what they're saying and how they're saying it, because they're standing out from the crowd, and that's really what you're looking for. You're looking for people that don't necessarily fit into a mold, that are out doing their own thing. Now, not everybody is going to have that firm connection with everybody else, and so the beauty of it is you have the ability to pick and choose, to select those people that you fit best with and fit best with you, and that's how some of the great partnerships, some of the great teams are built, and that's how they'll continue to be built. And I, for one, am extremely grateful that the Webbers have put together this fantastic system that's enabled us all to do that. And so I'd like to close out the call by giving everybody a few usernames that you can connect with, not just communicate with, but connect with, as Demetrice says. And of course, the first one I'd like to put up is Demetrice's name, and he is Demetrice D Etheridge, and his username is D Etheridge, and I'll spell that out, DETHERIDGE, and that's makes pretty good sense. And of course, then we have Bob Judd, and his username is BJudd, BJUDD. Of course, we have Bill Weber, who's been away for a while, but I hear rumblings that he's about to climb back into the saddle again, and that came from him directly. And his username is Megalodon, and again, that's Bill Weber, our income advisor here at My Networking Pro, who works this business without actually deriving any income from it. He's strictly a volunteer at being a family business owned by his son. And my name is Don Hill, and my username is Don Hill, DONHILL. And, of course, I'd like to invite everyone back and to bring new people along with you to our Wednesday night business overview call, which takes place at 10 p.m. on the same phone line with the same access code. So if you just dial the same numbers that got you here, that'll get you in on Wednesday night. And I recommend arriving a few moments early so that you can introduce yourself and any new people that you have with you, just to demonstrate that we are a friendly and welcoming community, and it isn't always just all business. And if you arrived a bit early, you discovered that yourself, where we talk about weather, grandkids, dogs, cats, birds, fish, you name it. If the subject comes up, somebody is bound to talk about it. And so with that, once again, thanks for being on the call on the Saturday afternoon. Go out there and just succeed your brains out, folks. Thanks again, and we'll see you on Wednesday night. Good afternoon, everyone.